Huh? So now I tell you how I call the cat. So one of them is severely injured and I really should take her to a doctor. It's a him. I haven't seen him yesterday nor today. I was going like, Mom, Billy, Mom, Woma. So I go saying two names, like all starting with a M. Mau Mau and Maumpeli. Yeah, these are the words that I say when I call for it, and then I go, Woma. That's like saying, come on, come in, come to me. It's the word for come in Swiss German. And yeah, Woma. And then I also go asking the question sometimes, where are you? And that would be in Swiss German, wo bist? Wo is where. Bist would be, are you? So instead of saying the whole sentence, where are you? I just say, are you? So that's like, you know, when people are friends, they tend to have their own little games going on with talking. They have like things they say. They invented basically. So that's what this beach would be. So, hey, there is like full moon shining. So I saw it yesterday night. I was going to bed like 2 o'clock. I was cutting the video that I recorded. Hello. At a mountain top yesterday. Yeah. So I went to sleep pretty late. But then I went out and I kind of, you know, took in some fresh air, and the cat wasn't around, the one that I'm talking about, the injured one, that should get some good sleep and that I would love to have around me a bit more often. But the other one, the red one, was around. I didn't give any food to the red one yesterday, but today, because the meat is so smelly after a while, I just put it out so that, you know, I'm not wasting any meat. And also, yeah, what can I do? I will have to wait for the tiger, the Mau Mau I just talked about. And when he arrives, you know, female article we got in Switzerland for the cats. So I always tend to go for she when he arrives. Then I will have to put out the food, and not any time sooner. I tend to want to have everything prepared and ready. So 2 days ago or something, like not yesterday, but the day before, or even one more day before that, he came in, and then I heard him go. So I did not hear him enter the front door. I left it open, and inside, not outside, because the fox would eat it and stuff. Inside I had the coffee cream. It's a milk that's basically consisting of fat, has no sugars, nearly no sugars in it, so that's good for cats. So I heard this. So the cat was drinking. I just heard that drinking, and this made me feel so, yeah. Then I let it drink. After a while it came into my room, slowly checking out what I'm doing. And then I took it onto my pillow and I made it have comfortable everything. Like, I let it rest on the pillow. I didn't really stroke it too heavily so that it would get up again and walk circles, presenting me its tail or whatever, so that I would stroke it there. And then, yeah, we slept like this. So that's what the urge to have a partner or feel bonding, or maybe the hormone oxytocin flow does to us. We would adopt any animal, like in a prison cell. If there's just a spider, you would adopt that spider, I'm sure. Yeah. So today we have a real warm day now that I came down from up like 1,200 meters I'm up on the mountaintop. And now I'm getting down to half. It's 600 meters down here. Down here it's always much more warmer. So I started in my house feeling cold, pullover and scarf I was wearing. Then I went outside and I saw, I felt. I'm such a thinker and a seer. I go for these verbs. But actually it was feeling, it got warm. So the water element is feeling, and then there is earth element that I'm not so much into as well, which would be about, attraction to money and goods, materials. So I'm not a material girl, I'm a minimalistic girl. I really throw away everything that's kind of, staying there for too long and I haven't used it. So if it's not provoking any positive emotions, then I throw it away after some time. So what was I throwing away lately? I have thrown away toothbrushes, hard ones, because I figured it would be better to use soft ones. It might take double the amount of time to do the teeth, but when I use xylitol, then I don't have to rub anyhow, so the hard toothbrushes are stupid to use anyhow. Then I threw away I took down a scarf that was hanging in front of the window in my bathroom, because in there I used to kind of be when it was dark already, but this thing does not let the damp air out. So I took it down and now I'm using it as a scarf again, because if I want people to not be able to look in, I will take the shower curtain and I will put it around the window itself, so then it would prevent people for taking pictures or looking. So then I was throwing away a light colored trousers, shorts basically, because when you're wearing light colors, I saw it on the video I made, you tend to have a fat ass. They're reflecting so much light, so it looks as if though you're double the amount. So that's no good. And then there I had a t-shirt which was too short. I'm 5'11", or 180 centimeters. So when I wear stuff and it does not cover my hips, then I feel constantly having to nestle around my hips and to put the clothes in order. So since I don't like that feeling of clothes kind of making me look fat because they're too small, so then of course you look fat compared to the clothes that don't barely seem to fit you. So that t-shirt I threw away. Today I have thrown away another t-shirt which is woolen, but it has a very disturbing kind of dew, because it has some kind of things around my arm, just about like this one, but it's a different fabric, a cold kind of wool. And that one always made me go like, oh, is there a spider? Is there something on my arm? Because it was a different fabric to the shirt itself. That one I've thrown away. Then I've thrown away a shovel. I had to saw it into pieces. The stick from the shovel had to fit into the rubbish bag. Then I don't know the English word. It's a Rechen in German. So it's like when you've got leaves on the ground, you would take that Rechen to get together all the leaves, pile them, so that you could put them somewhere or just leave them where they are piled. So that one, because I bought them in a shop where they sell that for 10 Swiss francs. But the thing is, it's, you know, the instrument, the tool, everything was wrong about it. The tool would not do its supposed work, because the Rechen has got these kind of claws where you would take the leaves, and the claws were too much like this, so you would hurt the floor, and they were less like this, so that you could go all over any sort of floor and you would just grab the leaves. So that's kind of a bad design of this Rechen. And the shovel was too heavy. The shovel had a too thick blade, so the shovel would not go into the earth as easily as my copper hark. I got the two copper tools, and with those, no problem, you can do nearly everything with one tool. So that tool looks like hello, there was an animal right there. I've awakened an animal. The shovel would look like this. Well, it's not a shovel, it's a hark. And then there is a stick to it. So with this one you could get into the earth, move the earth, and also put together leaves on the floor. Just with that one. Because the design is so clever. So yeah, that one I threw away. So what else do I have in my rubbish bag right now? I threw away the sneakers, the plastic ones, and I threw away flip-flops that I have already worn out. I bought them beginning of this spring, and I've been walking around, and since now that I've got these cinnamon ones, I don't want to wear normal plastic shoes. I want to have the surplus effect happening. So then, yeah, that one I threw away. And then inflammatory? No. When you blow up a bed, what's that called? A bed like this for 2 people, which is like 50 centimeters off the ground. So it was a huge thing. That one I threw away because, yeah, I sleep on a woolen carpet. I have it real comfortable. And I would never ever go onto this plastic bullshit. So I had it for guests. So the lady yesterday, when I told her what I've been throwing away lately, she went like, oh, but haven't you offered me to stay at yours? And I would have this plastic bed. And I said like, well, yeah. But the thing is, that one's been like half a year ago. And we have never talked on the telephone, and we will never probably meet at my house. I'm not so much about having guests, I found out. Also on couch surfing, I'm not so much because of, yeah, having people over or going somewhere. I'm rather like, okay, if I want to go living in Israel, if I want to go live at Tonga, if I want to go live at New Zealand, what's it gonna be like? So I'll start anew.